examples that I had asked you to do. So number 5 was 1, 2, base 3. So if I'm going to change that to base 10, I would have made it 1 times 3 to the first plus 2 times 3 to the 0. So this would just be 3 plus 2, and that would have been 5. So 1, 2, base 3 would have been 5 base 10. Okay, for number 8, that was 3, 2, base 4. So again, remember, this is the zeros column, that's the 1. So this is going to be 3 times 4 to the first plus 2 times 4 to the 0. So 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2, that would have been 14. For number 9, 2, 4, 1, base 8. This is 8 to the 0, 8 to the first, 8 to the second. So this would be 2 times 8 to the second plus 4 times 8 to the first plus 1 times 8 to the 0. So 64, 8 squared is 64. So here I'm going to do 64 times 2, and that gives me 128. Plus, this is just 4 times 8, which is 32, plus 1. So now I'm going to add 128 plus 32 plus 1, and I've got 161. Okay, number 10 was 7, 6, 5, base 8. So again, this would be 8 to the 0, 8 to the 1, 8 to the 2. So this would have been 7 times 8 squared plus 6 times 8 to the first plus 5 times 8 to the 0. So again, 8 squared is 64, so I'm going to do 64 times 7, and that gave me 448. This is just simply 6 times 8, which is 48, 5 times 1, which is 5. So now I'm going to add 448 plus 48 plus 5, and I got 501. Okay, for the last one, I asked you to do number 15. Whoop. So for number 15, I had 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Not very neat, but that's what it is. Okay, so again, this is 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 squared, 2 to the third, 2 to the fourth, 2 to the fifth. So 1 times 2 to the fifth plus 1 times 2 to the fourth plus 0 times 2 to the third. So this is how I would expect you to do your homework. Plus 1 times 2 squared plus 0 times 2 to the first plus 1 times 2 to the 0. Okay, so you're going to spell it all out for me so I can see you know what you're doing. So 2 to the fifth is 32. So this would be 32 plus 2 to the fourth is 16. This would be 0. That's going to be 4. That's 0. And that's 1. So now I'm just going to add 32 plus 16 plus 4 plus 1, and I got 53 as my answer. So those are the test problems to make sure you know how to do the homework.